Well, here we are again. Friday. What's the time's going today? 2nd of July. Oh, flying by. So hope everybody's alright. Staying safe. Got a few holiday makers around. I went down Isle earlier on and well, the cars was nose to tail, but everybody seemed to be happy. That's all that matters. Keep being positive, keep smiling. We're all in it together and we'll all come out of it, hopefully. So just take care. Have a nice weekend. I think the drop rain's coming in, but that don't matter. Just have a nice, and England are playing, I believe. I don't know, I think they are. Yeah, Mara, I believe. So let's hope they do all right. And I've got a couple of little poems here today to finish off the week. All right. This one's, I have a little sat-nav. I've said this one before, but I just think it's just right for the weekend. I have a little sat-nav. It sits there in my car. A sat-nav is a driver's friend. It tells you where you are. I have a little sat-nav. I've had it all my life. It's better than the normal ones. My sat-nav is my wife. It gives me full instructions, especially how to drive. It's 30 miles an hour, it says, and you're doing 35. It tells me when to stop and start and when to use the brake, and tells me that it's never ever safe to overtake. It tells me when the light is red and when it goes to green. It seems to know instinctively just when to intervene. It lists the vehicles just in front and those at the rear, and taking this into account, it specifies my gear. I'm sure no other driver has so helpful a device, for when we leave and lock the car, it still gives its advice. It fills me up with counselling. Each journey is pretty fraught. So why don't I exchange it and get a quieter sort? And while you see, it cleans the house, makes sure I'm properly fed. It washes all my shirts and things and keeps me warm in bed. Despite all these advantages and my tendency to scoff, I only wish that now and then I could turn that gadget off. This one's here called All Right. When one cousin Jack meets another cousin Jack, going someplace or coming back, early in the day or late at night. The greeting's a question and the question's all right. And you know, the expected response is just the same. Or they might say, oh, me handsome, or use a name. But all right's the answer, 'tis always so. Down here in Cornwall, where'er you go. All right, fill the air. Oh, you could be suicidal, full of black despair, until a glimmer of light, unable to see a glimmer of light. But being Cornish hell, you're all right, for instance. See, a cousin Jack who's had a few, bless his heart, it's all he can do. Is get back home and back home late, to be met by his missus with a look of hate. But what he doesn't get flummoxed or filled with fright, no, before he fall down, he mutters, all right. Why, listen, I once awoke in intensive care, and scared I gazed at the others there, when a face I knew came into sight, and right away we were both, all right? Ooh, I'm willing to bet this ain't no jest, when a cousin Jack is laid to rest, before he's lowered out of sight, if you tap his box, you'll hear, all right. See, to me, it just goes to show where'er the plight this world is in, whatever might happen in the future, ours is bright, 'cause we're Cornish, my handsome, so we're all right. All right. Another little quick one here now. Another one. I know I'm right, this bloke says to me. God damn almighty, how stupid can anyone be? Why won't you listen to what I have to say? Why must you argue? Now, don't walk away. Of course you're entitled to your point of view. But can't you see that it's me who is right, and not you? Come, there's no reason for shouting, for losing your head. Don't be jealous 'cause I'm well informed and well read. I can't help it if you simply talk through your hat. God, there's no need at all for language like that. But it's been always the same right through my life. Where'er I go, there's friction and strife. And so I want to be friendly, well known and well liked. Oh, why won't they concede that I'm always right? Take care, have a nice weekend.